Hello again, hope you're all doing well. Before we start, some shameless self-promotion. I hit my weight loss goal of 194 pounds. It's about a 12-pound loss, just in time to wrap up that One-Up Nutrition Challenge you've been seeing featured in the last few videos. The products actually aren't bad. I use them fairly regularly. Anyways, through some hard work, it feels nice now not to be bald and fat, just bald. So anyways, if I place, proceeds go to CVLS. Now, I had a different video planned for a day, but the second dropped a neutron bomb, and I hinted about this case a few months ago on my Substack, and the appellate court delivered. The Americans with Disabilities Act is what makes businesses install accommodations. We know this, like the ramps that go for people that are in wheelchairs. It does a lot of good for disabled people, but over time, the bar to be disabled, it's changed. You know, for example, migraines can now qualify you for ADA accommodations. But where am I going with this? Let me play you a clip from that recent viral video. It's the one we all saw. The lawyer gets arrested for having a meltdown. As entertaining as it is, it's not the meltdown that interested me.
You got me. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're hurting me. You're hurting me. You just hit me. You just I can't breathe.
Earlier, the client's lawyer was ordered to appear. She didn't. Now listen to this brief exchange.
I am frustrated that your client is not here. I am frustrated to know that there's an outstanding warrant for her, which might have something to do with her not being here. I don't know. And I am frustrated to learn today when you said she wants to file an ADA request, which most likely will be granted. We'll have to look at it to see. After this case has been pending and set twice for hearing. Why now? Or is that just being brought up?
The judge's tone, I think, tells you all you need to know. This is not an isolated problem. Here's a father's rights advocate using his ADA accommodations to be a jerk to a Connecticut family court judge while he's chilling in Costa Rica.
No, I'm interrupting you right now. You are under citizen's arrest. Tiffany Yar, you are under citizen's arrest of the United States of America.
Now it appears the poor judge on the other end has no choice but to take his abuse because he has that magic ADA accommodation. And one of the reasons why, I think, is because AGs around the state have issued various memos on this, and from their perspective, it's clear courts must provide reasonable accommodations for disabled litigants. And one of the most commonly requested accommodation is, well, believe it or not, Zoom, due to things such as, well, oftentimes mental health disabilities. Now, actually, as surprising as it may sound, I have no issue with any of that. The catch is they have to exercise proper decorum, and the problem is there's a lot of them out there that just don't care about that. Now, here's Rule 45 in all its glory, and as we look at subsection B1, it says in civil proceedings, courts should offer Zoom, but if you're being a jerk, the judge can order you to appear in person. But what if they're disabled and Zoom is the requested method to accommodate their disability? This creates a lot of tension. Disability versus the necessity of proper decorum. And that's the conundrum Judge Milius was facing. According to the decision, mom was disabled with PTSD as a result of going to family court. I ain't gonna say it. She insisted her PTSD entitled her to unfettered right to appear only by Zoom. However, the opinion also notes there were many prior instances where she engaged in disruptive behavior. So when she filed a motion to vacate, the court said, hey, great, but you're going to have to appear in person. Now, some judges might have taken the safe route here and just let the ADA litigant argue their motion via Zoom, knowing how it's probably going to play out. That is understandable because a lot of extreme conflict litigants like to turn around and file federal lawsuits saying their ADA rights give them unlimited power to do whatever they want. Well, Judge Milius, she came to court in battle armor that day. Mom apparently logs into Zoom. The judge tells mom, I'm paraphrasing obviously here, hey, this is in person or go away. Mom refuses. The judge kicks mom out of Zoom and then tosses her motion like a boss. Mom appeals, and the only real issue in this case is the tension between the ADA and Rule 45. And God bless the appellate court. They could have sidestepped this one, but they didn't. And this was a fight that needed to happen. It was well overdue. It was like that scene from the Game of Thrones spin-off, you know, Judge Melius going before the crowd and saying, "Who's got my back?" And when you think it's going to be curtain time, the appellate court shows up and says something like, "I shall take Sir Melius' side," and the crowd goes wild. And obviously there's a reason I didn't get into acting. This was a gutsy call. And the appellate court said, "Judge, you're right." And they tell Mom, "We get you're disabled, but the records also indicate you are being disrespectful and rude on Zoom." The second then throws down their gauntlet and says, "Prove to us that Zoom was the only way to meet your accommodation." And she couldn't. There's no handout here. Sorry. Just read the decision. There's your handout. Anyways, you should be reading these. Before I wrap up, a short thank you to those that have supported this tiny channel. I enjoy making these videos, as you can tell. Maybe a little too much, but I do enjoy making them with my family. And like the practice of law, it's always a privilege and never a right. So again, thank you for stopping by. And if you want to be notified of new handouts or videos, well, stalking is the key. You can show your anonymous appreciation by leaving a like. So, as always, until next time, thanks for watching.